One morning in Arendelle, Elsa found the river frozen by strange magic. "Anna, I didn't do this," she said. Anna replied, "Let's find out what happened." Olaf cheered, "Adventure." They followed the icy river to a frozen waterfall and found a tunnel leading to a cavern with an enchanted river of ice. A voice echoed, "The river of time is bound by magic." Elsa tried her magic, but the ice resisted. Anna joined her, their bond glowing with warmth. The river began to thaw, and the cavern filled with colors. The voice returned, "Your love has restored balance." The Arendelle River sparkled back to life. Olaf exclaimed, "That was beautiful." Elsa smiled at Anna. "We'll face it together." The river sang a melody of magic, courage, and sisterly love.
Elsa's shy snow spirit finds her voice. Once upon a frosty evening in Arendelle, Elsa wandered through the snowy woods near her castle. Her magic sparkled gently at her fingertips as she breathed in the crisp, icy air. Suddenly, she felt something different. A faint, shimmering light peeked out from behind a snow-covered pine tree. Curious, Elsa followed it. There, hiding among the snowflakes, was the tiniest snow spirit she had ever seen. The spirit had twinkling eyes like frozen stars and a soft, glowing body made of swirling snow dust. But it looked nervous, shivering as if afraid to be seen. "Hello there," Elsa whispered kindly, kneeling down. "Don't be afraid." The snow spirit opened its mouth, but no words came out, only a tiny puff of frosty mist. Elsa realized the little spirit was shy and couldn't find its voice. Over the next few days, Elsa visited the spirit often. She sang gentle lullabies, let it dance in the snowflakes she created, and told it stories of her own childhood fears. Anna, Olaf, and Kristoff soon joined in, cheering the spirit with songs, laughter, and snow games. But the spirit still couldn't speak. Then, one night, a fierce winter storm swept across Arendelle. The winds howled and the villagers grew frightened as snow piled high on rooftops. Elsa felt the storm was too strong even for her magic alone. Suddenly, the shy snow spirit floated into the sky. Its body glowed brighter and brighter, until at last it let out a voice. Not a timid whisper, but a pure, magical song. The spirit's melody wrapped around the storm like a warm blanket, calming the wild winds and turning the blizzard into gentle snow. When the storm cleared, the villagers cheered. Elsa looked up at the spirit, smiling with pride. "You found your voice," she said softly. The little snow spirit twirled happily in the air, no longer shy, but glowing with courage. From that day on, it became Elsa's snowy companion, sprinkling joy wherever it went, reminding everyone that even the quietest voice can hold the strongest magic. Once upon a snowy night in Arendelle, the sky shimmered with colors of green, purple, and blue. The northern lights danced above the castle, but something was strange. The lights suddenly froze in place, as if time had stopped. Elsa felt it first, her magic tingled with warning. "Anna, something's wrong. The northern lights are trapped by a powerful spell." Anna's eyes widened. "But the northern lights guide travelers and protect the valley. If they vanish, Arendelle will be lost in endless winter darkness. Olaf waved his little twig arms. Endless darkness? No sun? No hot chocolate? Oh, no! Kristoff tightened his gloves. We'll need to go north into the ice caves of Storm Mountain. That's where the spell is coming from. And so, the four friends set out on their new adventure, the journey to Storm Mountain. They traveled across frozen rivers, climbed icy cliffs, and passed through forests where the snow whispered like voices. Anna carried a lantern, bright and warm. Kristoff led Sven the reindeer, steady and strong. Olaf mostly fell into snowdrifts, but made everyone laugh. Elsa followed the strange magic trail that pulled her forward. Suddenly the ground shook. Ice wolves made of snow and frost leapt out, blocking their way. Anna held up her lantern. "Stay back!" Elsa raised her hands, sending a swirl of snowflakes to freeze the wolves into harmless ice statues. "Nice one, Elsa!" Kristoff cheered. Olaf peeked out. "I totally would have done that too, if I had powers or hands big enough, or bravery." Eugen the frozen crystal. At last, they reached the ice caves. Deep inside, glowing on a pedestal, was a frozen crystal, the source of the trapped northern lights. But guarding it was the snow sorceress, a tall figure with a cloak made of blizzards. "You cannot take my crystal," she boomed. "With the lights frozen, I will rule the skies forever." Anna stepped forward bravely. "You can't keep the beauty of the world locked away." The sorceress raised her staff, blasting ice storms. Elsa countered with her own magic, filling the cave with glittering snow. The sisters fought side by side, Anna distracting with quick moves, Elsa striking with waves of frozen power. Kristoff shielded Olaf and Sven, shouting, "Hold on, we've got this!" Finally, Elsa focused all her magic into her hands. With Anna holding her steady, Elsa shattered the sorceress's staff into icy shards. The sorceress vanished in a swirl of snow, defeated. The light's return. Elsa touched the frozen crystal, melting it with the warmth of her heart. The northern lights shot back into the sky, swirling brighter than ever before. Olaf twirled around. "Woo-hoo! Look at the sparkly colors. It's like fireworks, but chilly." Kristoff smiled at Anna. "You were fearless." Anna grinned. "We make a pretty great team." Elsa looked up at the glowing sky. "The lights remind us that even in the coldest nights, hope will always shine." And so, with laughter and joy, they rode back to Arendelle under the shimmering sky, safe, together, and ready for their next adventure. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a sweet young girl everyone called Little Red Riding Hood. She always wore a bright red cloak with a hood, lovingly sewn by her grandmother. One sunny morning, her mother said, "Grandma isn't feeling well today. Please take this basket of fresh bread, honey, and warm soup to her. But remember, my dear, stay on the path and don't talk to strangers." Little Red Riding Hood nodded cheerfully and set off through the forest. In the forest, birds chirped, squirrels scampered, and Little Red Riding Hood hummed a happy tune. But soon, a sly gray wolf stepped onto the path. "Good morning, little girl," the wolf said with a fake smile. "Where are you going?" "To my grandmother's cottage, deep in the woods," she replied innocently. The wolf's eyes glimmered with a cunning idea. He thought, "If I hurry, I can reach Grandma's house first." So, pretending to be polite, he said, "What lovely flowers grow here. Why not pick some for your grandmother?" Little Red Riding Hood smiled at the thought and stopped to gather a colorful bouquet. Meanwhile, the wolf raced down the path faster than the wind. At Grandma's house, the wolf knocked gently on the door. "Who is it?" called Grandma weakly. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood," the wolf said, disguising his voice. But Grandma wasn't fooled. Her heart told her something was wrong. Quick as a flash, she climbed into a closet to hide. The wolf entered, finding the house empty. But he was clever. He put on Grandma's bonnet, glasses, and shawl, then tucked himself into her bed. Soon after, Little Red Riding Hood arrived, holding her basket and flowers. "Grandma, are you awake?" she asked, stepping inside. "Yes, my dear," the wolf croaked, trying to sound gentle. Little Red Riding Hood came closer. Something seemed strange. "Grandma, what big eyes you have!" "All the better to see you with, my dear," the wolf answered. "Grandma, what big ears you have!" "All the better to hear you with." "Grandma, what big teeth you have!" The wolf leaped from the bed, growling. "All the better to eat you with." But just then, bang, thud, crash. Grandma burst from the closet with a broom and shouted, "Not in my house!" Startled, the wolf stumbled backward. Just then, a kind woodcutter passing by heard the noise, rushed in, and chased the wolf far into the forest. The wolf never dared to bother them again. Little Red Riding Hood hugged her grandmother tightly. "Oh, Grandma, I should have listened and stayed on the path." Grandma smiled and kissed her forehead. "You're safe, my dear. That's what matters. And now, let's enjoy some warm soup together." And from that day on, Little Red Riding Hood always remembered. Listen to your parents, stay safe, and be careful with strangers. And they all lived happily ever after. One peaceful evening in Arendelle, Elsa stood on the castle balcony when she heard something unusual, soft whispers floating through the night breeze. "Elsa, come find us," the voices called gently. Elsa frowned. That wasn't the wind. Anna, munching on chocolate nearby, tilted her head. "Whispers? In the wind? Sounds like an adventure to me." Olaf popped up, excited as ever. "Oh, maybe it's the chocolate fairies calling you. Can I come too?" The next morning, the sisters set out, following the mysterious whispers into the enchanted forest. The deeper they went, the stranger things became. Trees that glowed with moonlight, flowers that hummed like lullabies, and streams that sparkled like stars. Suddenly, a silvery wolf appeared, but instead of growling, it bowed its head. "Queen Elsa, Princess Anna, the Forest of Dreams needs your help." The wolf explained that the forest magic was fading because the dream crystal, a gem that kept imagination alive, had been stolen. Without it, children everywhere would stop dreaming at night. Anna gasped. "No dreams? No bedtime adventures? That's terrible." Elsa placed a hand on her sister's shoulder. "Then we'll bring it back." The wolf guided them to the Cave of Echoes, where they faced 3 magical trials. The Bridge of Vanishing Light. Each step they took made the bridge disappear. Anna bravely held Elsa's hand and said, "Trust me." Together they ran and leapt, making it across just in time. The riddle of the singing owls. A chorus of glowing owls blocked the way. They asked, "What is stronger than fear, but gentle as snow?" Anna thought hard, then smiled. "Love." The owls hooted happily and let them pass. The shadow of doubt. A giant shadow rose, whispering, "You are not strong enough." Elsa took a deep breath, remembering Anna's courage. With a wave of her icy magic, she formed a shield of snowflakes. "We are strong together." At the heart of the cave, they found the dream crystal, glowing faintly in the claws of a sleepy shadow dragon. Instead of fighting, Anna softly sang a lullaby, calming the dragon. Gently, Elsa froze the shadows away, and the dragon returned to being a harmless little lizard. When they placed the crystal back in the forest, the trees lit up like fireworks, and sparkling dreams floated back into the sky. That night, as they returned to Arendelle, Olaf yawned. "I think I'm already dreaming," and fell asleep standing up. Anna giggled. Another adventure saved, thanks to us. Elsa smiled warmly. And thanks to love.